Hi guys, as the CEO of one of the most successful employee recognition companies in the US and Canada, there is one question that I'm asked repeatedly, and that question is, Dave, how do we pick our monthly winners? I'll get to that in a moment, but for right now, let's start first with what you don't want to do when picking your winners. Listen, and I'm not going to sugarcoat this either. You need to know the facts. The two most common reasons employee recognition programs fail are, number one, managers fail to keep their program up to date. In fact, it's not uncommon for some managers to allow several months to go by without ever recognizing their top people. Like anything else, if you don't actually use your employee recognition program on a consistent basis, it won't be successful. Timing is everything. Research shows that recognizing your employees every 3 months is only 26% as effective as rewarding them monthly. So by forgetting to pick your winners for a few months and then trying to catch up, you'll not only experience a partial benefit of what you would have seen by being consistent month in and month out. By the way, I've explained how I fixed the forgetting to pick your monthly winners and falling behind problem in an earlier video. You can see that by watching my Operation Next Level video series here on this website, after you finish watching this video, of course. All right, the second most common reason employee recognition programs fail is the managers allow the employees to pick the monthly winners. Whoa, big mistake. Here's why. Believe it or not, some of your best employees are not really all that popular. Many times, and you know this is true, some of your best people serve in silence, where they are rarely noticed, much less actually receiving any recognition for their hard work. And if you allow the employees to pick your winners, one thing is for certain, they will pick the most popular people in your restaurant. When that happens, your program will become a complete and utter failure. It may take a few months before you realize it, but you'll not only waste your money, you'll find by allowing that to happen, your best people will develop resentment towards you and the often less effective employees who were picked over them. We certainly don't want that to happen to you. If you're like the average manager who uses our program, you have good intentions and you started your recognition program because you wanted to show your employees you cared about them. And that's certainly important. But if you can't show me and your district manager how using that program is helping you and your team reach your sales goals for that year, it's just a matter of time before you start viewing it as an unnecessary expense and you'll stop using it. So Dave, how do we pick our monthly winners and guarantee the success of our employee recognition program? Simple. Choose and then recognize the things in your restaurant you want to improve, the things that actually make you more money. As I've said before in some of my other videos, what gets recognized gets repeated. Show your employees what it takes to win one of your Employee of the Month plaques, and they'll do whatever it takes to win. But they must have a target to aim for. If you find yourself saying, Dave, I just want to show my employees that I appreciate them, that's not good enough. You're not thinking long term. You need to focus your employees' attention like a laser beam on things that matter to you and the things that contribute to the success of your restaurant. Things like going above and beyond what you ask them to do and exhibiting leadership traits even before they have a leadership role in your restaurant. Remember, these employees are your future managers and assistant managers, so make sure you recognize them, or your best people will leave you for another company and another manager who will. Research proves that time and time again. Here's another question that I hear quite often. So Dave, how do we rank our employees when they have entirely different jobs? Well, one thing's for certain, you can't compare apples to oranges. In other words, it's impossible to compare the contribution of a cook to a wait person effectively. That's not going to work. So to be fair to all, you simply rank the employees within their own department each month and then recognize the winners in your next employee meeting. Our company handles the employee recognition programs for thousands of managers for some of the major restaurant chains in the US and Canada. So as an example of what I'm talking about, let's take a look at what our typical restaurant client does. They have wait staff, kitchen staff, the hosts and hostesses, and bus staff. And most of our restaurant clients recognize 2 employees per month. They choose a front of the house employee, which includes all the wait staff, and a back of the house employee that includes everyone else. Now let's determine how we pick winners for each one. For wait staff again, it's quite simple. Select the person with the highest dollar per ticket, highest appetizer sales, and highest dessert sales. Award points for each, and have a running total posted each day. Look at the items that are the most profitable for your restaurant to sell and reward the people that sell the most of them. You can even give points for pushing a certain food you have too much of. The system is entirely flexible in helping you reach your goals, so don't limit yourself. Be creative and keep it fresh. Okay, let's talk about your kitchen staff. You can rank things like portion control, cleanliness of their stations, accuracy of orders, prep and cook time, and reduced waste. You get the idea. With your bus staff, you need to recognize the speed and accuracy at which they're able to clear and reset a table. There's nothing more aggravating to your customers than having to sit there and wait for a table that needs to be cleared when they're hungry or in a hurry. Remember, it's the little things that separate the average restaurant from the great ones. Of course, there are some more general qualities that you want to see exhibited by all your staff. Things like, what's their attitude like every day? Do they clock in on time? How helpful are they to other employees? How helpful are they to the customers? Are they available if they need to work at short notice? Are they cross-trained in other departments if needed? How committed are they to the success of the company? Do they even care? Are you noticing something about all these ranking criteria? These are the qualities you want all of your employees to exhibit. Once again, reward what you want to see repeated, because that's exactly what you're going to get more of. When your employees see Janet getting front of the house employee of the month, and you say things like Janet had the highest dollar per ticket last month, she had the second highest appetizer sales, and she had the highest dessert sales, they'll know exactly what it takes to win next month. Make it easy for them to know what matters to the restaurant's success. They'll also know your selection was based on solid, undeniable numbers and nothing else. By the way, I recommend that you post the monthly results for all to see. It will put on display the results you reward and constantly remind your employees what it takes to succeed. You as well will be more successful. I guarantee you this, if you specifically and consistently mention to your employees what matters to you, like I showed you with Janet, it will have a major impact on your restaurant's sales. I challenge you to do the numbers for yourself. What would it mean to your bottom line if your average monthly appetizer and dessert sales increased by just 20%? Sales gains like this are entirely possible when you have a plan to make it happen. Here's a phrase I'd like you to remember. Inspect what you expect. It's been proven time and time again that productivity increases by an average of 10% just by letting your people know you are tracking something. Because you're paying attention, they're paying attention too. This will easily add $10,000 in added profits to your restaurant's bottom line this year. So do you see how using a strategically designed, profit-generating employee recognition program will help you reach your monthly and annual sales goals? If your recognition program isn't delivering the sales and profits you desire, sit down right now and decide what you want to improve, and then tie your awards program directly to reaching those goals. Think about this. If only 20% of your waitstaff kicked up their extra effort just 10% in 1 month, it will pay for your complete employee recognition program for the entire year. Matter of fact, you could probably expect 10 times over your investment. Sadly, and as you saw in one of my earlier videos, the Gallup organization found that 65% of employees said they had received absolutely no recognition from their manager in the last year. That's 12 months, people, 365 days, and nothing from their manager about how they're doing. Seriously? Please don't let your employees say that about you. I read a quote years ago and it goes like this. Some people make things happen. Others ask, what happened? Take action right now and make things happen for you and your people by creating the employee recognition program that will make you more successful. Show appreciation to your employees every day and strive to become the leader you would want to work for yourself. By the way, if you have a topic that you would like a video created for, please contact my office at 1-800-489-0230 or email me at davelong@myemployees.com. We'll make it happen for you. If you benefited from watching this video or any of my other videos I've created for you, please hit the share button and send them to your friends. God bless, and thanks for watching.